Justin Pipe. He had an absolute nightmare in the opening set. He was the first man to have a throw and a double in the match in the first leg at double 18. He missed that. Dolan went out on 107. He went out on 101 in the second leg and won the third with something to spare.
And that was the only dart Justin Pipe had. And that set a double to finish in the first leg. It's been the rise and rise of Justin Pipe over the last few years. As I said, he's now entered the top 10. Seems to prefer playing around Europe than anywhere else. He's won in Vienna and Benidorm this year. He likes to have a couple of days away by the sounds of it. But won 5 events in the last 2 years. Whereas this man on your screen has never ever won on tour. Certainly got the game rod.
Indeed. But Justin Pipe will be having a couple of days away unless he gets his skates on here. He won't be at Dublin for the weekend unless he picks up the pace. We mentioned the win by Brendan Dolan against Pipe in Europe. Dolan went on to knock out Phil Taylor in that tournament in the quarter-finals. So when you marry up that win and his run here last year, no wonder he's playing with such confidence.
140.
He was leading Wes Newton in the semi-finals as well. Just needed 2 more legs, couldn't cross the line. But Brendan Dolan now is turning into the real deal. And it's good to see someone believe. It really is.
60.
He's not up there just to participate, which has got to be said. In the first few years when he was here, he looked like that's all he was interested in doing. But now, all he's interested in is the trophy at the end of it.
60. Justin, you require 147.
Well, doesn't need to take it out in 3, but it would certainly be a shot in the arm. Oh, yes. Double 18. This might change the tune.
Game shot in the first leg.
15 reds, 15 blacks, and all the colours. 1, 4, 7. Sorry, I got confused there. 60, 51, 36. Fantastic. That will make him feel better. And that is the first leg Justin Pipe has won in this contest.
56.
Was indeed the big break Justin Pipe was looking for. Good start from the man they call the Force, looking to force home the advantage that he has crafted for himself in this second set now.
This is better. See Justin behind Brendan, not even looking at what he's doing. Just waiting for the call to see what he's hit from Russ Bray. And he looks at the target. He might have to switch. Indeed he does.
59.
Successfully.
Dolan's run here last year got him up to the world's top 32. He's up to 22 now. He's going to go even higher than that this week. And Pipe well forced his way into the top 10 at the end of this tournament. We used that. Couldn't, only 100.
Well, these two have taken out some players. Justin Pipe in the first round beat Simon Whitlock, who won the European Championships 19 days ago. Kevin Painter, who won the Players' Championship back in November of last year. Whereas Brendan beat Gary Anderson, Premier League champion, and Vincent van der Voort, who has won the Dutch Destroyer competition twice.
That is the first of the match.
Yeah,
Justin Pipe has got this set firmly by the throat. looking to squeeze pressure on Brendan Dolan.
47.
I think that maximum had its effect.
Just
So
in
50 then
50.
for the force.
The first leg was easy peasy for Brendan Dolan. This, not so easy. It's
Game
all
shown
going
the
pipe
second
play.
leg. Justin Pipe.
What a great leg of darts.
Third leg is Justin to throw
Justin
first.
can get off here,
Game
first
on.
time of asking. He should, in a couple of minutes, have a level game at 1 set apiece.
Well, as far as Pipe was concerned, the first set was a farce. This is now the force, back at full force.
No score.
A bit unlucky. I mean, he was in and around. Well, he wasn't in, was he? Obviously, he was around the bed.
He's around it, but when you've just broken, it's the last thing you want. You've got to get off. Even the last start at double 16.
No score.
What difference does it make? Dolan's not away. That's a great feeling, isn't it? You blob on the opening three, and he does exactly the same thing.
You feel like the luckiest man alive. That is a brilliant marker.
112.
Guided the last start in. Good start after missing with the first three. All the pressure on Brendan, but he's up to it.
We all remember 12 months ago. We make no apology for repeating it. It was so wonderful. That 9-dart leg that started with a 160, and the 180, then the 161. The first time we'd ever seen it in a double start event. Brilliant stuff, and it is commemorated in the garments that
60.
Brendan Dolan is sporting tonight on the back of his collar. The history maker, the 9-dart man.
Closest anyone has got this year was Steve Beaton. 160, 180. There's the collar. With the first treble Steve Beaton hit, then missed the treble 17. No one has had a shot at the bullseye as yet.
57.
A real chance to break back now.
100.
Brilliant dart from Brendan Dolan.
Yeah, Pipe thought he'd broken the back of this set, but as Wayne said, it might be the break back from Dolan that really makes it interesting again. He's struggling here to get anything considerable. He certainly can't leave a finish, that's for sure. So half a dozen darts for Dolan.
He's already taken this out in this match. He's 88, treble 20 possibly.
59.
All Justin can do is set it up. He'll be looking for a score of 140 to leave his favourite double 16.
Brendan, you require 48.
16 for the double thereof. We'll come inside that. That's a lovely dart from the darling of Dublin. And Dolan reduces his arrears to 2-1 in this set, and he has the darts in leg 4. That's got the crowd going again.
They want something to cheer. Now, Brendan can get away now. Keep them cheering. Keep them making the rackets. Well, they've gone quiet now.
Yeah.
There's a couple of boos in there. They're a fickle lot.
So Pipe is away. Second dart.
52.
Well, it's only 52, but at least it's something. Dolan can ill afford to waste these three. He hasn't.
60.
The scoring from Justin has not been as good as he had hoped. 140s, as you can see. We're in the seventh leg of the match. We're only at 2 140s. That's really not good enough.
He hasn't scored very well all week, Wayne, has he? He came into the match with an average of 81 and bits. He's averaging 83 and bits in this match, so playing slightly better, but still nothing great, is it? Nothing to start doing the hokey-cokey about.
That is a perfect dart for Justin Pipe. Oh, there was a little cocking of the right leg there to swing the dart round. He knew it was always going right. Justin more agile than most dart players, it's got to be said.
Well, he's fitness fanatic, isn't he? He will go for a 4-mile run every other day. 4-mile run every other year would do me. Good dart.
It's about 4 miles from the room to the bar, Rod. You do that every day, man.
140.
Well, let's see if Justin Pipe can make his a double Wayne at the end of this leg. He'll come back for 86 here to level the match up.
60.
He'll be looking for treble 18 to leave double 16. The man from Taunton. Well, 18 leaves the ball. He's having a look at Dolan's score. Is he going to chance going for the treble? Is he just going to aim for the fat of the 18? That's what he did. Didn't want to take any risks of deflection. The ball then.
61.
It was a good, sensible dart from Justin Pipe. He didn't try to do anything too extravagant. He just made sure he got a shot. And he did. But you can forget the but now. Pipe
58.
For the
Justin
set.
required 25.
Head down, concentrating, moves in. Brilliant, what a great kill.
Justin Pipe.